Hey, everyone. I am excited. We're just little under 3 weeks away from when I'm recording this for the official premiere of Thoughts from the 51st State of Confusion podcast. And I will just tell you, me and Nanette are very thrilled to have you join us on this journey. This is a podcast, as my essay mentioned, that's if you've reading the essay and are being led to this video from that's coming from advocacy that I have done in the developmental disability community. So just to give you a taste, and in some of these photos, you will be hearing this in a little bit different light on the show. This podcast is not going to be an advocacy podcast. The first episode, we will dive deep for those who may not be reading this and approaching it from a different angle, but we will be having more fun and humor, and you will be hearing. We will be talking and diving and analyzing and poking and prodding and having all sorts of fun humor, not only at pictures but colloquialisms and stuff. And I thought I would share a variation of a training I gave to the council actually in 2022, a little clip. Virtually hybrid wise when we were coming out of COVID back in March 2022. Just to give you a little bit of an idea of how I'm going to be taking this stuff and then expanding on it in a humorous light to a more comical element. And so you can see where we're going. And it's going to be heavily expanded in the show. I will tell you, the first show is going to be a little bit lengthy. But it's going to give you a little bit of our background. It's going to give you a little bit about who we are. But if you go into the second show on, you're going to be heavily rewarded and really, I think, enjoy what we're going to have. So keep that in mind and enjoy this training. And I think you're going to really enjoy it. And it'll give you a feel of how I took something that has a humorous element. This was really rushed because of time. But I've done a little bit longer version of this in other areas outside of board meetings, and just had fun with it. And it's going to be more fun in the podcast and the web page that we have. After the show, we will have videos, we will have photos of the things, and we will talk about some of the skits and other things. So I'm just looking forward to it, the content that we will bring you on this site and the stories behind these things.
Another element is to be mindful of context, especially, the developmentally disabled community. Speaking for myself, being on the autism spectrum, following discussions or understanding discussions can be very difficult. What may seem typical to individuals who do not have a developmental disability may not be clear-cut for individuals who have a developmental disability. Here are some humorous examples and then a personal story to demonstrate how some things might not be clear-cut. Next slide. All right, so this says paper for the digital world. Wait a second. If we've gone digital, why are we needing paper? I'm a little bit confused. We spent all this money digitizing the record. What? Wait, what? So, okay, neurotypical will see this and go, okay, we have records, they are digitized. We need something printed out so we can refer to it. I see it and go, why did we waste all this money to go digital and then we're just using paper for everything? Doesn't make any sense. Next slide. I was on the Camino in 2018, wonderful young lady from the Netherlands named Sydney kept running in there. She offered me some cookies. And I thought it was really interesting because the box she offered me said digestive cookies. And I go, really? Are we getting to the point where we can't tell the cookies that we can eat from the cookies that violate our privacy? But I'm like, thank goodness, they're digestive. So here's the thing. Neurotypical sees that. They understand it's probably healthy cookies for you to eat, for your body. I see it and I'm like, wow, I'm just glad I'm not eating something that's indigestive and I don't have to worry about tossing my cookies. Unbelievable. Next slide. Organic diets. I was on board. I was all about going organic. And then I saw this sign at Silver Dollar City, walking taco. I'm like, are you serious? If my food's walking, I don't want any part of that organism or biological mentality. I don't want any part of that mutation. Neurotypical sees this and goes, oh, I can go to the park and eat something and it will stay neat and walk around safely. I see it and go, keep that away from me. I don't want food that's moving in front of me. No, sirree. Next one. So my nieces work at Holiday World, and parks have opened up since COVID-19. It's been very difficult. And the 4th of July section of the park is now smoke-free. No fireworks, no 4th of July. How? Why? Doesn't make any sense. Well, neurotypical sees this and goes, oh no, I have to go outside to smoke now? I see it and go, why did I spend $50 finding out that the 4th of July is not going to have any fireworks? Oh, disappointed. Next slide. So this sign was in Maine at a rest area. No bare feet smoking or refreshments permitted in building. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. But if your bare feet are smoking, call 911 immediately. Let me just say this. Holiday World has a 4th of July zone that's smoke-free. Maybe take the bare feet there. They could use the entertainment. I see this and I go, yeah, maybe you should go to the hospital. Neurotypical sees this and goes, oh my goodness, they need to put a comma in there. Either way, I think we can agree that we probably don't want bare feet smoking. Next slide. So personal story, also in interactions with authorities or police, this could also be a very difficult thing. One time I was working late at the Pine Bluff Arsenal when I was an instructor at a previous job, and I left late at night after 9 p.m. And there were 3 deer crossing the road. 2 baby deer crossed the road, and an adult deer came after them. The adult deer hit the passenger side door of my car, and it fell to the ground laying there. I kept driving. The security on the way out saw my car door smashed in and asked what happened. So they go, well, yeah, we have to go back and file a report. Go next slide. Next thing, we're back at the scene. The deer was no longer present. We go out. He's getting information about the time. And then he goes, were there any other witnesses? And I looked at the guard and went, yes, there were 2 other deer, and they ran into the woods. The guard laughed and said, excuse me, come again. And I looked at him and I went, there were 2 other deer, and they ran into the woods. And he looked at me with a look on his face. He shook his head, go ahead and move it, and laughed and just stared at me. And he finally just kept doing the report. Everything was fine, but I was going, why is he laughing at me? And what is so funny? I was so overwhelmed by what happened. The next morning I woke up, and when my mind calmed down, I realized what I said. And I was like, did I literally say that? Oh my. So, next slide. So, training recap, we have to be mindful of communication.
So, as you can see, there's several things there, some examples, and even stories. There will be a couple of stories, I will tell you in the Thoughts of the State of Confusion, of things that, I may not have been aware of, that I wrap my head around, that you'll enjoy as our first season comes through the latter part of this year. So we hope you enjoy, and I look forward to you hearing this show on October 29th. So more to come, and I know you will enjoy it. Take care and have a great time. We'll see you on October 29th.